In recent weeks, Prey, the new Predator film on Hulu, has earned praise from critics and audiences alike, becoming the highest-rated installment in a franchise that dates back 35 years. However, it's more than a breakout success for a streaming platform. It's the most clear-cut example of what the future of horror films will look like. First, a little background. Prey is a self-contained story in which one of the predator creatures terrorizes a part of Comanche territory in the early 18th century. You don't have to have seen another Predator movie to follow everything that happens during the movie's 90-minute runtime. Although it's slow at the start of the film, the last 45 minutes are a white-knuckle ride filled with impressive action scenes and tense moments of dread. I want to be clear here. I don't think Prey is a great movie. I think it's a good and fun way to spend 90 minutes. Still, I don't think it's the future of the horror genre because of great direction, writing, performances, creature design, or even its pretty unique aesthetics. It's the concept that horror filmmakers should be using as their template. For decades, the premise of many high and mid-budget horror movies has been, what if there was some guy with a knife in the suburbs? And while I have enjoyed the I Know What You Did Last Summers and Screams, audiences have been tired of seeing upper-middle-class white teens stabbed by psychos for a while now. Taking horror staples out of their typical settings has proven successful over the past half-decade, with movies like Get Out and Candyman reinvigorating interest in the genre just by virtue of examining tried and true horror archetypes in communities of color.
Get out! Yo! Yo, shoot it! Get out! Shoot!
I don't mean to be reductive here. I think those films are worth watching for a lot of reasons, but my list begins with how interesting it is to see these types of stories told by and about people of color. Prey is a creature feature with a woman of color as its main character that shares a perspective into the Comanche culture's history. It's also a movie about a woman using her resourcefulness, intellect, and courage to fight more than one significant threat to her community. And it's unflinching in its depictions of what it's like to be the victim of colonization. It's my sincere hope that studios take the hint and begin to produce movies featuring horror icons in times and places we've never seen them before. The internet is already clamoring for an alien film set in feudal Japan, but I want to see Freddy Krueger haunting the dreams of escaped Nazis in 1950s Argentina, or Leatherface being unleashed on a corporate retreat for Wall Street execs in the 1980s. Maybe Michael Myers' great-great-granddad working his way through the American South in the days before the Confederate surrender. I think Prey will inspire many budding and independent filmmakers to try their hand at period piece horror, just as I think the work of Jordan Peele will inspire more filmmakers of color to make horror movies set in their communities. I look forward to seeing the next installment in the Predator franchise and what the horror genre does next. Of course, the scariest horror movie I've seen this year is the one where you leave this video without liking or subscribing. Let me know what you thought of Prey or what horror movies I should watch in the comments down below.